Chapter number 5, Wind Power Plant. So the wind energy is a huge source of energy which is available naturally. So wind energy has been used for the many centuries. Now in previous days, the large ship was driven by the wind energy. Now we are also using this wind energy in the agriculture field also. So in the field where the water and grain was ground using a windmill. Nowadays the effort to generate electricity by using this wind power. Now, it have been going for some years now, and some wind power plants still are running to some extent. Now the research is undergoing to overcome some of the difficulties occurs in the power station. Now as a result, the wind generator has a diameter of more than 100 meters and a capacity of 5 megawatt have been built today. Now the energy conversion in wind power plant. So here this is the block diagram of energy conversion take place in the wind power plant. So now the aero turbine, or you can say wind turbines, are rotated due to the wind in the wind power plant. Now thus the whatever kinetic energy present in the wind, it is converted into mechanical energy by using this wind turbine. Now one alternator or AC generator is coupled with this wind turbine by the gear. So this alternator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Let me see what are the advantages and limitations of wind power plant. So first let me see what are the advantages of wind power plant. First and most important, no fuel is used in the plant. That means the fuel cost in this power plant is zero. It has zero fuel cost. That is the main advantage of this wind power plant. Second, there is no problem of pollutions in the wind power plant. As you can compare nuclear power station as well as thermal power station. Third, there is no shortage of wind energy because it is naturally available. Fourth, in most part of the world, the wind blows for 360 days a year. Fifth, the operating cost of this power plant is negligible in wind generator. Sixth, the wind plant does not dissipate any heat into the atmosphere. So that means it does not cause any pollution in the atmosphere. Now it has some limitation. First, the wind speed and the direction do not remain same throughout the year or throughout the day. It will continuously changes. Second, the energy from wind is not immediately available when needed because the energy, it depends on the speed of the wind as well as the direction of the wind. Third, the energy from the wind has to be stored when not in use and used when needed. Fourth, the wind power plants are large in size, so it occupies a large space, large floor space. Fifth, the wind power plant cannot be built in very large size, so many units of small size have been to be kept to produce some amount of energy. Sixth, the initial cost of wind power plant is very high. Seven, and most important, the speed of the wind turbine, it is not constant. So the whatever frequency of the voltage is generated by the wind generator, it is not constant. It is also continuously changes. So for this, even if the speed is changes due to the change in direction as well as speed of the wind, the method has to be used in such a way that the whatever the frequency of the voltage is produced by the wind generator, remains constant. So such type arrangement is required. If each and every condition or each and every speed of the wind, your turbine is always rotate or your alternator is always rotate at constant speed. So in one case, the speed is obtained by automatically adjusting the pitch of the blade. So these are the limitations. Now next, the selection of side of wind power plant. So first, the main important factor to the selection of wind power plant is wind velocity for wind power plant. That is the most important. The main important factor is wind velocity for wind power plant. So power station can be set up where the velocity is more than 12 km per hour is obtained. So you can erect the wind power plant. So it's require minimum 12 km per hour velocity of the wind. Then you can set up the wind power plant. Second, wind power plants are set up on the beach or at a high altitude as wind velocity is high here. So it is mostly erected on the hilly areas where sufficient velocity of wind is available. Third, the cost of this land should be low. So whatever floor area we have to require to set up the wind power plant, whatever land used, its cost should be low. However, the cost does not have this question. Fourth, the nearby substation is required to be able to feed into the wind power grid. And fifth, it must be close to the selected site, road or railway.